Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. This is Guns and Gadgets, the premier source for Second Amendment news. You want to stay in the know? Then hit that subscribe button down below. Ask all your friends if they love the Second Amendment and tell them about the channel. I was just reading through some stuff trying to catch up, and I came across something that was posted today by the ATF on their Twitter. Here it is on the screen, and it says, after an ATF Phoenix and Albuquerque police investigation, Marquez Martinez pled guilty to dealing firearms without a license and 2 counts of unlawful possession and transfer of a machine gun. A student was found with a gun, which was traced to Martinez. Now, I don't know the entire behind the scenes of what this investigation actually is. Maybe it was an FRT, maybe not. We know how the FBI and the ATF play games. But then I saw this posted by my friend Aiden over at GOA. And this is from the same file. And I'm going to read the first paragraph here. Alexander Ubales, who's the United States Attorney for the District of New Mexico, and Brandon Iber, Special Agent in charge of the Phoenix Field Division for the ATF, announced that Marquez Martinez pled guilty to dealing in firearms without a license and 2 counts of unlawful possession and transfer of a machine gun. Martinez, who's 25, of Albuquerque, will remain at the La Pasa halfway house under numerous conditions of release pending sentencing, which has not been scheduled. So you have Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, who unconstitutionally suspended the Second Amendment because of high crime and gun violence, yet she's okay with the ATF releasing into a halfway house, into the community, someone who just got pinched for gun trafficking. They don't go after the criminals, folks. They hate you, they hate me, and I also want to take this opportunity to show you exactly what the temporary restraining order that came out yesterday against this governor says. And I also want to take this opportunity to admit a little bit of an error. Yesterday, I missed the part where the judge said that he was combining all of the lawsuits against the New Mexico governor. As many people who were listening to this hearing, they will recall, the clerk of court said that they were having some technical difficulties. There were a lot of people trying to listen, and it kept cutting out. I had to keep logging in and restarting, just like many others. So I didn't hear the judge say that it was all of the groups together. And because of that, I want to give credit where credit is due. It was not just Gun Owners of America's case that was heard yesterday for the temporary restraining order. It was all of the following. Here they are on the screen. The National Association for Gun Rights and Foster Allen Haynes, Randy Donk, Gun Owners of America, and Gun Owners Foundation, We the Patriots USA Inc. and Dennis Smith, Sean Blass, Zachary Fort, New Mexico Shooting Sports Association, Firearms Policy Coalition, and Second Amendment Foundation. So all of those groups, the cases were heard all at once, and hey, New Mexico courthouse, get a better feed so those of us who are reporting on your tyranny can keep people in the know. But I want everybody to see what this restraining order says. Especially if you live in New Mexico, you need to understand this, okay? So here we are on the screen real quick. And I'm going right to the conclusion because that's what the judge is saying here, what they can't do. It says, for the reasons explained herein, plaintiff's motions for a temporary restraining order pursuant to Rule 65 Bravo 1 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure is granted. It is therefore ordered by the court that the defendants, New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, the New Mexico Department Secretary Patrick M. Allen, New Mexico Department of Public Safety Jason R. Bowie, who's Chief of New Mexico State Police, and any other New Mexico officials are enjoined from applying, enforcing, or attempting to enforce, either criminally or civilly, Section 1 of the New Mexico Department of Health's Public Health Emergency Order imposing temporary firearms restrictions, drugs monitoring, and other public safety measures, also called the PHO, which was published on September 8th of 2023, which reads, and this is the important part, let's pay attention. No person other than law enforcement, unless they were licensed security officers, shall possess a firearm as identified in NMSA 1978, blah, 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 either openly or concealed within cities or counties averaging 1,000 or more violent crimes per 100,000 residents per year since 2021, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Uniform Crime Reporting Program, and more than 90 firearm-related emergency department visits per 100,000 residents from July 22 to June of 23, according to the New Mexico Department of Public Health, except on private property owned or immediately controlled by the person, on private property that is not open to the public with the express permission of the person who owns or immediately controls such property, while on the premises of a licensed firearms dealer or gunsmith for the purpose of lawful transfer or repair of a firearm, while engaged in legal use of a firearm at a properly licensed firing range or sports shooting competition venue, or while traveling to and from the location listed in paragraphs 1 through 4 of this section, provided that the firearm is in a locked container or locked with a firearm safety device that renders the firearm inoperable, such as a trigger lock. In addition, the defendants are enjoined from applying, enforcing, or attempting to enforce, either criminally or civilly, Section 4 of the New Mexico Department of Health's blah 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 blah, to the extent that it imposes additional restrictions on the carrying of or possession of firearms that were not already in place prior to its issuance. It's further ordered that this temporary restraining order shall be effective as of 2:55 p.m. their time, September 13th, yesterday, until such time that the court has ruled on the plaintiff's motions for a preliminary injunction, following a hearing at which parties shall have the opportunity to present further argument in this case, and that will be on October 3rd, 2023 at 10 a.m. So I wanted you to see that because there were some catches in there, that if enough people went to the hospital, then this order would affect them too. So other cities, other areas could have been affected by this. So it is restrained. I want to give credit to where credit is due. That's why I redid this portion of it, because all of those groups who fought were part of that TRO yesterday. But let's get to the facts here. This governor obviously went out on the edge. She revealed the end game of the anti-gunners too soon and jumped the shark, right? But she didn't say anything about the ATF releasing somebody who was who they jammed up for trafficking guns. A legitimate person who has trafficked guns, right, who pled guilty and admitted to dealing firearms without a license and 2 counts of unlawful possession and transfer of a machine gun. Now, this person said, yeah, I did it. They're okay with him being released and walking amongst us. Yeah, he's in a halfway house, but he's got conditions of release. But you can't carry one lawfully. Guys and gals, that tells you everything you need to know. And if you're one of those people that still says, Jared, that's not nobody's coming to take your guns, then you need to get off the drugs. Seriously. They're coming for your guns. The groups I named above, thank you for your efforts in this. Thank you for fighting the fight for those people in New Mexico. I really, really appreciate it. Guys and gals, just wanted to do this while I was sitting out here. It's absolutely stunningly gorgeous looking at the mountains in the backdrop of where I live here, and it's just stunning. The Blue Ridge Mountains are absolutely gorgeous. And be thankful for what you have. Tell your loved ones you love them. And every day above ground's a good one. Appreciate each and every one of you more than you know. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. Remember, our forefathers died for that. So let's not let it go. Take care, y'all.